Hi, it's Caitlin, and I'm here with a bit of a mishmash of different collaboration shops that are happening in January. I've got one more polish pickup swatch that didn't make it into my actual polish pickup video for January, the HHC polishes I've received, and a couple from the January Polished Gamers box shop. I have been pretty diligent in noting in the captions on my video which polish is from what shop and when you can pick it up. That's in the description. If there's any confusion, ask away. And I guess I will just get into the nail polishes. I'm going to start with the one polish pickup offering that didn't make it into my PPU video because the PPU is on now. This is Phoenix Indie Polish Bulba, and this one is so pretty with that blue shimmer. If you're a fan of blue shimmer, you're going to be obsessed like I am. This is to represent Phoenix Polish's favorite pocket monsters. They're bringing a bright and squishy Crelly Aqua packed with vivid blue to purple Aurora shimmer. So this one builds up really nicely, but it's definitely going to stay on the sheer side, which is definitely why it's so shifty and shimmery. It also has an interesting, almost pearlescent look to it in certain lighting. So this one is totally gorgeous and unique. I love that shimmer. I'm a sucker for it, and Phoenix does a great job using that in their polishes. And I will recommend 3 coats with this one. So build it up in 3. If you want, you could do 4. It dries quickly between coats, so it's not going to get thick or anything like that. Just proceed however you want, and I will recommend glossy top coat just to help enhance the shine on this shimmery polish. So here you can see this one is not quite a ghostly polish. It does visibly have a base color on your nails at all time, but that shimmer is definitely very spectral with the blue shift to it. It's just really, really pretty, very soft, and this would look amazing with a topper over it. So note to self that I should do that. And now we have Cleona Cosmetics Heart of Fallen Star, which is a new offering in HHC. Cleona Cosmetics has not previously been in the HHC shop before with polish. Now they are. And this one is a hot red orange jelly base juxtaposed by a vibrant cobalt indigo flash. So once again, I love these bluey indigo shimmery shifts in polishes, and obviously I love pink. So overall this kind of comes off as a orangey hot pink. It is so beautiful, so vibrant, and I just love it so much. I'm really, really happy with the formula. It applied beautifully in 2 coats, but you might need 3. I decided to go with 3 just because why not? But I'd probably just wear it in 2. This has a really great dry time in between coats, and it does dry down very glossy, but of course I still recommend top coat, and I am using Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat for pretty much all of my swatches you're seeing in this video. So here you can probably see how pretty that blue shimmer is against the base color. This is not a shy polish, it's very in your face, and that's what I want from a hot pink like this. This one screams summer to me, but also I'm gonna wear it all year long, obviously, because you can wear whatever colors whenever you want, and this one makes me super happy. I love everything about it. Now we have Sassy Sauce There's No Place Like Hangin' with My Homies, and this one is a play on a photo from The Wizard of Oz, There is a lot going on apparently in the photo, and there's a lot going on in this polish. So it is a black to red thermal with red glitter and a green blue to violet shimmer. This is also the coolest thermal, as you're going to see. It totally surprised me when it warmed up on my fingers, and I can't wait for you to see it. I also just kind of super love this when it's in its cold state. It's just beautiful. There's so many shifts in this polish. I can't wait for you to see it. It also had a fantastic formula. I was happy with it in 2 coats. Of course, you might need 3 depending on your polishing style and your nail length, but I was really happy with it in 2, and there are glitters, so you will want a good, thick, glossy top coat or 2 layers of top coat. And now here it is when my finger's hot. It's like a pretty watermelon pink. And of course, having short nails, it's hard to get the 2 phases of the transition on each nail. So it's on some and not others. But hopefully you caught that incredibly gorgeous shimmer in the polish. This one is honestly surreal. I love the way that shimmer looks in the warm state versus the cold state. It's so pretty. I love this polish. Obviously, I have nothing like it in my collection, and honestly, I can't recommend it enough. So there's a lot of great polishes this month, but this one is really special. And now we're moving on to the Phoenix Indie Polish. There's 2 in the HHC shop. This one is inspired by Coldplay, and the first polish in the duo is called You Are. This is a clear base with holographic microflakes and orange to gold aurora shimmer, and it's inspired by the song Clocks by Coldplay. This one is definitely a topper, which I'm going to show it as a topper, or you can build it up on its own. I decided to file my nails so short when I swatched the Phoenix polishes, and it's like honestly shorter than I even wanted. So there's absolutely no free edge, and I'm sure if you have free edge, this might not work as well as a topper, but if you have really short nails, it wouldn't work as it's a polish on its own, but if you have really short nails, you can wear it on its own, and it pretty much builds up to opacity. I will also note that the hollow in this polish is super rainbowy. It's not the cheap silvery hollow. It's really prismatic and sparkly and really, really vibrant. So I really appreciate that about this polish / topper. And I can't wait for you to see it used as a topper, but it also looks pretty fantastic here on its own. As you can see, you definitely get that aurora shift with the red, the gold, the green, the yellow. Super, super shifty, and I absolutely love the hollow. The other half is Nothing Else Compares, and this one is described as a brown jelly base with purple, pink, orange aurora shimmer. And this polish really captured my heart. I love a good grungy kind of purpley brown, and this one hits all the right notes. Everybody probably already knows this, but you can buy these 2 polishes together in HHC, or you can buy them individually. So if you don't want both, the one I just showed and this one, you don't have to get both. But if you want to, you can, and I do recommend it because you're going to see how good they look together. But anyway, this is a beautiful polish. It has an amazing formula, applies beautifully on the nail. I was really happy with the opacity in 2 coats. It does dry quite shiny on its own, but I still recommend a glossy top coat. And the shimmer in here is really fine. It's really sophisticated and shifty. Unfortunately, I forgot to get footage of this on its own, but you can see it with the topper, and these pretty much are a match made in heaven, obviously. They were created to go together. So the red shimmer in the topper works really beautifully with the purpley, browny color underneath, and I just think that the holographic microflakes pop so well over this darker color. As you can see, super rainbowy. These like almost freaked out my camera with how rainbowy the holo was. So if you're craving that original super sparkly holo, definitely pick up a bottle of You Are. And if you want, pick up Nothing Else Compares, because they look stunning together. Absolutely love this combo, and I can't say enough good things about it. Moving along, we have Cuticula, A Rift in Time, and they are continuing with their Dreamlight Valley series. This one is a bright red base with orange to gold shifting shimmer. I always have time, whether or not there's a rift in the space-time continuum or it's just a regular old day. I will always have time for polishes like this. This one is so glowy. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I can't wait for you to see it on the full hand shot, but you probably already have gotten a taste here from how stunning this is. Fantastic formula, builds up beautifully in just 2 coats, dries down pretty shiny, but I would recommend a top coat. I'm using Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat, and that of course just plumps it up, makes it super glossy, and will make it last forever. And here's what I'm talking about. This polish is so shifty. I love the orange you get at extreme angles. It works so beautifully with that base color. This is truly one of those polishes that glows off your nail. And I love the formula. It was so easy to apply. I can't say enough good things about this one too. Honestly, I don't envy you if you're trying to narrow down your list this month. Everything's so good. Here we have Paint It Pretty Polish, That's Despicable. And this is a continuation of their Looney Tunes series for HHC. This one is inspired by none other than Daffy Duck. This one is a light gray, almost white to dark gray thermal polish with really pretty red shimmer and black flakes. This is a really good formula. It's really easy to work with. The black flakes in here are quite textured. They're not difficult to remove like a glitter, but they did add quite a bit of texture, so my recommendation would be a glitter grabber type top coat and then a layer of regular quick dry top coat over top, just to ensure a really smooth, glossy finish. So again, with very short nails, you can probably get away with this thermal in 2 coats because it does go clear pretty much when it's warm, so you will see your nail line anyway. And this one is such a perfect representation of Daffy Duck, in my opinion. I love this one in the cold state as well as the hot state. And I really like the black flakes. They're really interesting and like a good size. It looks like a good speckling in the polish. And you can probably caught that the shimmer in this is red with orange and green at extreme angles. It's really pretty. This is a really interesting and unique polish to me, and I definitely recommend it too. I recommend so many of the polishes this month because they're all amazing, at least the ones I got to swatch. And here's Redey Lacquer, Second Star to the Right, which is a new series for them for HHC. It's inspired by Peter Pan. And this is a deep night sky blue jelly with blue to light blue glowy micro flakes. So if you're a lover of blue polishes, then this one is so pretty. It's way prettier than I was able to capture in my video. So if you like this, you're gonna super duper love it when you see it in person. It has this incredible depth to it that for some reason my camera just couldn't pick up, but it's super glowy, and as you can see, the formula is really easy to work with. It has great coverage in 2 coats. I didn't experience any staining, and 1 layer of top coat will smooth everything out. I also think there must be some hollow flakes in here because I'm detecting a little bit of that in addition to the glowy blue microflakes. And here, hopefully you can get a bit of a sense of just how intense this blue is. It's very bright, very much like a glowing night sky. It looks so good in direct lighting and indirect lighting. It's just a gorgeous shade of blue and super, super glowy. Moving along, I think this is the last one I have for HHC before we get into Polished Gamers. This is Redey Lacquer Wet Incarnation. This one is a continuation of their series inspired by birth month flowers. January's flower is Carnation, and this one is a white to light green thermal with orange to green shifting shimmer. So this is a really, really pretty set of colors that you get in this thermal, and I also really like the shimmer. It has a fantastic formula. It builds up very quickly and easily, and I just love the way the shimmer complements the base color. This is a beautiful green when your hands are cold, and right now what you're seeing is my cold state of the polish. Of course, it's a thermal, so that means it will dry down a little bit dull, but top coat will bring back the shine. It'll gloss it up, make everything extra pretty. And here it is when it's like almost completely hot, but it will go even more white, as you can see here, if you get your hands super hot, like from a blow dryer or something. And here's sort of various stages of the thermal transitioning on my fingers. Again, the shimmer in that is really pretty, especially at extreme angles. You get the green, so it's like a nice complement to the color of the polish itself, and it's just really, really pretty. And here it is when it's super hot. I think I had my hand in front of a heater. Redey Lacquer is also doing their Balmer in Carnation Sensation. This one is scented with sea salt and orchids. It's a really, really pretty smell. It's not overly floral. It's just kind of sweet and warm. And this is a beautiful balm. It works really well on extremely dry areas, so I have a bit of a callus there on my index finger from trying so hard to get bar chords right on my guitar. And if you apply this, it will help soften everything up and just make your hands and even like elbows, feet, wherever you get really dry skin, it will soften everything up. It has beautiful ingredients in there. It's got jojoba oil, cocoa butter, coconut oil, almond oil, mango butter, shea butter. There's just so much in there, and it will absorb well into the skin if you just keep rubbing it, so it's not too greasy. And now we're looking at the Polished Gamers. The theme is PlayStation versus Xbox. That means nothing to me. I don't know anything about either of those consoles. But I know I love this polish. This one is Battle of the Boxes from Cuticula. It's a green jelly base with green to blue and blue to purple shifting glass flakes and black flakes. This polish is ridiculous. It's absolutely beautiful. The combination of flakes and base color in here are so eye-catching. This polish, I couldn't stop staring at it on my hands. It's very visible, which is something I like sometimes when I'm wearing nail polish. I just want it to be so bright and obnoxious and in your face that you can't help but stare at my hands. So this one I think is best built up in 3 coats to get a really even coverage of all those flakes, because there's so many flakes in there. It won't be difficult to remove, but it will have a tiny bit of texture that will be smoothed if you use a top coat like Cuticula Limitless. This would also look amazing matte, I'm sure. I just didn't think to do it at the time, but these flakes look incredible with a matte top coat. They also look incredible glossy, as you can already see. It looks like a beautiful pond of lily pads. It's just amazing. So that's it in 3 coats plus top coat. And here you can see how the flakes shift around. Those glass flakes that Cuticula has a tendency to use are amazing. She's a master at creating these ridiculously gorgeous flaky polishes. If you haven't already, check out the video. I'll try to link it in the cards of their Black Friday collection. Amazing. And last but not least, we have Redey Lacquer Crash, which is also part of the Polished Gamers box. This one is a blue jelly base. It's a cobalt blue jelly base, and it's packed with these really pretty, tiny, almost opalescent, iridescent flakes that shift red and orange and green at extreme angles. This is a polish that is definitely best built up in 3 coats. You could leave it in 2, or you could layer it over a similarly colored blue cream if you felt like it, but I love the squishiness of this, and I love how it builds up on its own in 3 coats. This polish didn't cause any sort of staining whatsoever. You can see that the flakes are a tiny bit textured when they dry down, but they smooth completely with top coat. And this polish is really, I don't know, it's really unique. It kind of surprised me. I haven't seen a polish like this a lot from Redey Lacquer or ever, so it's always fun when a maker goes somewhere new with their polishes, and this one is so pretty. I love the contrast of the flakes and the base color. It's just really, really unique and pretty, and I love a good blue, so I'm totally here for this polish. I love the shift of the flakes. I love the formula. It was so easy to work with, and I can't wait to wear this again. Once again, all of those polishes are amazing, and I can't really narrow it down to my favorites. I absolutely love the 2 Cuticula polishes that I showed off. They're both so gorgeous and eye-catching, which is always fun when it comes to nail polish. I also love the blues from Redey Lacquer. I love the thermal from Sassy Sauce. What else? I love the Phoenix polishes, especially the duo for HHC inspired by Coldplay's song Clocks. So I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments about if any of these are going to be making it into your shopping carts. I'd love to hear, let me know, and I guess that's it for me. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!